Welcome back. You're trying to stay sharp on AI, but maybe without drowning in technical details?
Yeah, that's the goal for a lot of people.
Oh, that's why we're here. Today we're doing a deep dive into the Agent Development Kit, ADK for short.
Right, ADK. Think of it as like Google's toolbox, an open source one for building and deploying AI agents.
Okay, a tool docs, and it works with their stuff. Gemini.
Exactly. Deep integration with Gemini and Google AI tools, but it's also designed to be, modular, flexible, besides with other LLMs, other open source tools too.
So our mission today is basically to pull out the key things you need to know about ADK. What makes it stand out without getting lost in, like, the code itself?
Precisely, the highlights for someone who needs the quick version.
Okay, first up then, ease of getting started. They talk about building simple agents powered by Gemini and Google AI. That sounds good for maybe beginners.
It is, but it's not just for beginners. The setup is incredibly simple. Literally one line. Pip install Google App.
One line.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it really lowers the barrier. But the key is that while it starts simple, it's built on a foundation that supports really complex agent architectures, orchestration, scalability.
So you can start small, but it won't, like, hold you back later.
Not at all. It grows with your needs.
All right, so once it's installed, how do you actually manage these agents? Tell them what to do. They mentioned flexible orchestration. What's that mean in practice?
Good question. It's about how you structure the agent's workflow. You've got a few options. Well,
Really?
there are these workflow agents. Think sequential, like an assembly line, step one, then step two.
Okay, straightforward.
Then parallel, doing multiple things at once.
Right.
And loop, repeating something until it's done. Very structured.
Right, but what if you need something more dynamic?
Ah, that's where the other approach comes in, LME transfer. It's more like using the language model itself to decide dynamically which agent or which tool should handle the next step based on the current situation. More adaptive.
Interesting. So fixed paths or AI-driven decisions. Got it. And multi-agent architecture. Is that just using multiple agents together?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
But it's about how you use them. Instead of one giant AI trying to do everything.
Which usually doesn't work that well.
Right. You build smaller, specialized agents. One might be good at searching, another at coding, another at summarizing. You compose them together.
Like a team of specialists.
Exactly. It makes the whole application more modular, easier to manage, easier to update specific parts, and you can build really quite complex systems through this kind of delegation and coordination.
Makes sense. Okay, agents need tools to do things. What kind of toolbox does ADK actually provide?
It's pretty rich, actually. You get pre-built tools right out of the box, things like web search, executing code snippets.
The basics?
Yeah, the essentials. But then you can easily create your own custom tools. Just wrap a Python function.
Nice.
And it integrates with popular libraries people might already be using. LangChain, CrewEye.
So you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly. And interestingly, you can even use other agent as tools for an agent. A hierarchy.
Whoa, okay. Agents calling agents.
Yeah. Plus, integrations with Google Cloud tools, obviously. They mentioned MCP tools, which sounds like specific internal or partner tools, perhaps, and even support for the Open API standard.
So you can connect to lots of external APIs and services, too. That's quite comprehensive.
It really is. A broad ecosystem.
Okay, so you've built your amazing agent, or system of agents. How do you get it out into the world? Deployment.
Crucial point. ADK offers flexibility here, too. You can run things locally on your machine, for development and testing.
Standard.
Then, for scaling up, there's integration with Vertex AI Agent Engine, Google's managed platform.
For bigger loads.
Right. Or, if you have your own infrastructure, you can package and deploy your agents using standard things like Cloud Run or Docker containers. Lots of options depending on your scale and setup.
Okay, and one more thing they mentioned. Evaluation. How do you know if your agent is actually, well, good?
Yeah, it's super important. ADK has built-in support for evaluating agent performance systematically.
How does that work?
It's not just about checking the final answer. It lets you assess the quality of each step the agent took along the way. Compare its execution path against predefined test cases or golden paths.
So you can see where it might be going wrong, not just that it went wrong.
Precisely. Helps you debug and improve the agent's reasoning and tool use.
And I saw a brief mention of responsible AI, too.
Yes, they emphasize building trustworthy agents, incorporating responsible AI patterns and best practices into the design from the start. It's baked in, not just an afterthought.
Good to hear. Okay, so wrapping this up, ADK seems like a powerful framework. Flexible, modular, plugs into Google's ecosystem but stays open.
Right. It handles both simple starting points and complex orchestrations. Big tool ecosystem, various deployment routes, built-in evaluation.
It seems pretty well thought out.
It does. It aims to make sophisticated agent development more accessible, more manageable.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave folks with. With a framework like ADK making it potentially easier to build both the simple and the really complex AI agents, how might that shift things? Could we see a faster democratization of advanced AI agent capabilities across, all sorts of fields and applications?
That's the big question, isn't it? Does this lower the barrier enough to unleash a new wave of innovation using agents? Something to watch.